Hello, everybody. Happy Monday. Happy New Week. This is Abigail Mensah-Bonsu, Intuitive Goddess, Quantum Goddess Coach, here with your weekly Goddess Energy Forecast. So we just celebrated a new moon Aquarius. And I wanted to talk a little bit about that because the energy continues with this week. You know, most people consider the new moon, the first new moon of the year, as the true new year, right? And it makes sense. New moons are great times to set intentions, to write out, to create the experiences that we want to have on this planet. And so it makes sense that the first one in the year would be the true new year, right? And if you have been listening to the Goddess Energy Forecast, I have been talking about not rushing into, the whole goals and vision boards and intentions and, right off the bat, January 1st, but to rather allow yourself to just ease into it and let your heart and your soul direct you to the experiences that it wants to experience in this lifetime. So the Aquarius being I see the Aquarius as the visionary, the innovator, an air sign, of course, so it has to do with the mind and the thought. But this Aquarius sign is also very grounded, right? It feels grounded. And so what I'm getting, at least this is what I shared with my Moon Goddess Circle, which if you're interested in joining, we meet for both the full moon and the new moon of each month. It is a virtual Goddess Circle, so it doesn't matter where you are in the world, you can join us. But this is what came in the circle, is that we're no longer with the Aquarius energy. Aquarius tends to be very mind-oriented, or they get lost in that mind game or mind energy, right? Where everything is just hovering up there. But we're no longer doing that. We're no longer just visioning things, right? We're no longer just imagining things. We want to experience it. We want to create it in this physical realm. Because if we can't manifest it, if we can't create it, then what's the point? The whole point of us being able to see further, to see clearly what we want and our desires and our intentions and our goals and our visions, is so that we can create it in this physical reality, creating our heaven on earth. And this is the message that came in with the Aquarius new moon. Our eyes, our visions were expanded. And then we were also shown how to create it, pull it into the physical realm, bring it into the here and now. And I think that is very important, because it's so easy. We get caught up in all the things we're seeing in that mental realm, that we get too excited there and we forget to pull it into the physical realm. And we forget the whole purpose of why we're even seeing that in the first place, which is to create it in this physical reality. And in order for us to pull it into the physical reality, we need to be in alignment with it. We need to create space for it. And how do you do that? It's through your heart, connecting through your heart, right? And in my circle, we kind of went through a whole process of clearing the space, letting the intentions and the goals come to you, and then how to plant it into the physical realm. I like my goals and intentions to come to me. And this might come in a way of, watching a movie and then seeing something like, yes, I want to create this in my life. Or a friend telling me something, I'm like, yes, I want to experience that in my life too, right? I love it when it comes to me, because then I take away the whole mind game. The mind can be very limiting. Aquarius is teaching us how expansive our minds can be, how free our minds can be. And not only that, but to actually pull it into the physical realm. So I kind of see the Aquarius new moon as like this rift that is open, that continues throughout this week. Very powerful new moon. And so this is a great time to write your intentions down, to write down. I want you to think of it of, what do you want to experience in this lifetime? What do you want to create in this lifetime? Instead of it just being goals and intentions. I feel like those two words can be rigid sometimes. And it can also take us away from us, from what our soul wants to experience, from what our heart wants to experience. But if you say, what do I want to experience in this lifetime? What do I want to create this lifetime? When you speak those questions out, the answers begin to come back to you, or to reflect back to you in your daily life. So I invite you to try the same thing, especially if you're having a hard time writing down your goals and your intention, all of that. Bring it back to you on the soul level. What do you want to, what does your soul want to create this lifetime? What does your soul want to experience this lifetime? And how do you want to feel in this life? All right, so if you haven't yet, go ahead and place your hand on your heart. Imagine, see, sense, or feel a beautiful light coming down from above, entering into your head, through your crown, anchoring into your heart, and extending all the way down through your feet and into the earth, rooting down into Mama Gaia. Now you're connected to both heaven and earth. Taking a deep breath in here. And with your hand on your heart, go ahead and ask the question, what is my message for this week? Where do I need to put my energy? Where do I need to focus this week? 1, 2, or 3. Once you receive your number or numbers, go ahead and open your eyes and receive your message. So this week we have Goddess Lilith bringing in the message of independence. Goddess Lakshmi bringing in fortune, as well as Goddess Mama Killa bringing in the wisdom of the moon. So if you were drawn to card number 1, the goddess who's walking with you this week is Goddess Lilith. And this card is very powerful. Just looking at the picture, it kind of brings in that coming back to self-power, standing in your own power, becoming the creator that you are. So here's the message from Lilith. So the Jewish goddess Lilith refused to be dominated by the first man, and as a result was called a demon in the stories about her that followed. These inaccurate and damaging stories are so old and repeated so often that no one recognizes how pervasive these implications are. From another perspective, Lilith offers this lesson. No one can prevent you from fully blooming, from learning all you can, from evolving and choosing freedom. Only your conditioned thinking can do that. Be proud, be accountable, claim your power, hold it wisely. Right now, you are in an excellent position to attract healthy, independent, collective, collaborative relationships that truly serve the highest good. This is Aquarian energy, by the way. Friendships flourish with mutual respect and support. Love relationships bloom with ample space for both parties to grow. Business ventures thrive in service to the greater good. The goddess Lilith wants to show you the way to claim a healthy self worth and self respect by refusing to let your old story keep you down. You will be amazed at how deep, meaningful, and respectful your experience becomes in all areas of your life when you make choices from a place of empowered independence. Do you sometimes fear being independent? Again, independence is Aquarius energy. You may have been conditioned to believe the only way to have close relationship is to become enmeshed and entangled with others. Do you long for independence and breathe in space, yet fear reprisal should you choose to detach from unhealthy companions or situations? You will need courage for the alignment task Lilith asks of you. Walk away and establish a more empowered sense of self by saying no to those relationships that drain your very life force. Sometimes people attract drama into their lives to avoid accountabilities. Enabling this dynamic helps you avoid the responsibility that's required when you have no one else to blame for the conditions of your life. Other people's chaoses becomes a smokescreen that muddies the real truth. Deep down, you're afraid of the consequences of taking charge of your life. However, all is not lost. You will not be here reading these words if you weren't ready or strong enough to make these changes. You are up-leveling your life. Lilith is beside you to lend you the strength and courage to do the right thing for yourself and others. So if you were drawn to card number one, you're working with Goddess Lilith this week, and she is going to be your mentor in terms of creating your own independence in whichever area of your life that is needed. If you were drawn to card number two, you are being mentored by beloved Lakshmi, and she is teaching you or mentoring you on fortune. Here's her message for you. When the Hindu goddess Lakshmi comes to visit, she heralds a celebration of your purpose, wisdom, and compassionate prosperity. All your experience and all your skills are rich with meaning and purpose. As a result, you can expect to see evidence of this wealth in the world around you. You have the ability right now to create great success in your life. And what you have to offer has exalted value. The goddess of luck and prosperity says it's time to share your good fortune for others. And she will show you how it multiplies when you apply gratitude, praise, and a commitment to serve. If it's material success you intend, you shall co-create it. If it's a rich relationship life, you will attract and develop it. You are a magnet for miracles. Nothing is out of reach when the goddess Lakshmi comes calling. Have you ever fallen prey to the idea that someone might take away what's yours? Or perhaps you think someone else's success or happiness means there will be less for you? You might not be conscious of this, but you feel that there is not enough to go around, not enough love, not enough money. You worry about growing old, missing out, and struggling for the resources you misperceive as limited. You might also feel miserly and stingy, afraid to share in case there will be nothing left. The goddess Lakshmi says, this kind of thinking must go if you want to live a rich and vibrant life. Your alignment task is to stop and be meaningful of the direction of your thoughts and reframe them to focus on what you truly intend. Repeat this mantra: what is mine will not go past me. What is mine will not go past me. What is mine will not go past me. When you feel the green gremlin of envy creep into your heart, bless the other person and say, that which I desire is also for me. That which I desire is also for me. Your true limitations are only what you set for yourself. Don't let your conditioned mind and faulty beliefs rule your life. Break free. The world is unlimited if you let yourself open up to the wealth of your imagination. Beautiful. So if you're drawn to card number 3, you are being mentored this week by the goddess called Mama Killa, as she mentors you on the magic of the moon. If you were drawn to this card, I invite you to join my Moon Goddess Sisterhood Circle. This is a perfect card, and it's such a beautiful card. And here's your message. Mama Killa, the Incan goddess of the moon, presides over the power of cycles and seasons. The moon rules the night sky, returning full 13 times in a year. The ancients marked time by the moon to know when to plant, when to harvest, when to store food, and when to celebrate fertility. Right now, you're invited to see what is familiar and decide whether you need to improve on it or leave things as they are. The answer to your inquiry can be found in the timing of the things and cycle you're in. You can apply the idea of natural cycles to relationships, creative projects, personal growth, and more. If you're honest with yourself, you will see there's no way to control these cycles, only to use the creative energy they offer to help you. If your relationship is unclear yet brimming with potential, you might turn to the new moon energy that shows up in the spring cycle of life. In that case, you just need to allow the relationship to grow naturally and be clear in your intentions. When your outer world seems to be slowing down, with obstacles rising up and temporarily blocking your every move, do not put up resistance. Instead, take advantage of the need to rest and recalibrate your intentions as you wait for the cycle to change. No matter what, like the cycles of the moon, there is divine order in everything that is happening in your life right now. Once you know this, the goddess Mama Killa welcomes you to her divine moon dance of co-creation. Sometimes you feel out of sync with life, frustrated that the universe isn't providing you with what you desire. Do you want what you want? Exactly how and when you want it? And feel like the great goddess is ignoring you? You may be wanting something to happen faster than is meant to occur. Remember, the conditions of your life are temporal and ever-changing. Maybe you've just been unaware of the cycle you're in, and so you've been missing the signals. The moon goddess Mama Killa knows the cycle intimately, and she will let you know when it's time for the next phase. Mama Killa is always on track with the cycles of creation, and you must trust this wisdom. Her alignment task for you is to recognize and work with the natural cycle you're in. You'll be amazed as alignment with the rhythm of the universe allows you to once again co-create consciously and surrender to life on Earth's term. What a beautiful dance when Mama Killa offers you her support. Beautiful. So go ahead and close your eyes and place your hand on your heart. Now I want us to end this messages, this forecast with a mantra from Lakshmi. I feel like all the goddesses are kind of blessing all of us this week with their magic in some way, shape, or form. But the mantras that Lakshmi gave us really holds it all together. So go ahead and place your hand on your heart. And go ahead and breathe in deeply, fill in your lungs and your heart and every part of your body with this divine breath of light and life. Go ahead and just drop your awareness into your heart space and keep breathing and imagine, see, sense, or feel that light within expanded into a big fire, big flame. And from this place, go ahead and repeat after me. What is mine will not go past me. That which I desire is also for me. What is mine will not go past me. That which I desire is also for me. What is mine will not go past me. That which I desire is also for me. Taking a deep breath in here and out. Allowing this mantra to break and release any limitations you have put on yourself, your family has put on you, society has put on you, the world has put on you. Taking a deep breath in here. Release the chains. Calling in Archangel Michael to bring in his sword of light to help you break free from these limitations. In order to really tap into the Aquarian energy, you have to allow yourself to release, to break free, to release the chains of limitations. Taking a deep breath in here and out. Asking Archangel Michael to break free, break every single person who's listening to this forecast, to break them free from any limitations they are feeling, whether they put it on themselves or someone else put it on them. Taking a deep breath in here and out. Allow it all to come out. Break free from the limitations that you continue to put on yourself. Break free from the limitations that your friends have put on you, your family have put on you. Break free from the limitations that your mind has created. Break free from the limitations of the community. Break free from the limitations of what you think others think of you. Break free from the limitations of our society. What is deemed to be right, what is deemed to be wrong, what is deemed to be beautiful and what is not. Break free from the limitations of what other people want you to do and what you know you should be doing. Break free from the limitations of anything that drags you down and pulls you. Break free from anything that makes your heart heavy. Repeat after me. I am free. I am free. I am free. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for setting us free with your sword of light and with your legion of light. I ask that you continue to do this work with each and every one listening to this forecast, even after this forecast is done, set us free. Help us to break free so that we can truly step into our unlimited nature, our creative nature. Thank you, Divine Creator of all that is. Thank you, Divine Goddesses. Thank you for this forecast and these messages. So be it, and so it is. And when you're ready, open your eyes. Thank you for receiving the forecast for this week, the messages from the goddesses to guide you through this week. Thank you for receiving these messages. And until next time, this is Abigail, your intuitive quantum goddess coach, here with this week's energy forecast. Have a fabulous week.